At this exact moment, there's a line you're standing in. You can't see it, you didn't choose it, but it decides who gets money first when things matter most, and you're probably not at the front. When people talk about money, they argue about inflation, wages, markets, taxes, loud topics, visible fights. But underneath all of that is a quiet machine that never makes headlines, never asks for permission, and never explains itself. It just sorts winners from waiters. And right now, that machine matters more than ever. Because when money is easy, nobody notices who gets paid first. When money gets tight, everyone does. So what is this machine? It's not a conspiracy. It's not a single institution. It's the payment and settlement system, the order in which claims on money are honored. Think of the economy like a crowded theater with one exit. As long as people leave calmly, everything feels fine. But the moment there's smoke, the exit order suddenly matters. Money works the same way. Every dollar in the system is someone's asset and someone else's liability. Your bank balance is your money, but it's also your bank's promise, and that promise sits in a long stack of other promises. This is where the machine starts working. At the very top of the stack is central bank money, reserves, cash, the thing everyone ultimately accepts. Below that are banks, then corporations, then households, then anyone holding debt, IOUs, or future claims. When payments flow normally, the order doesn't feel real. Everyone gets paid eventually. Delays are annoying, not dangerous. But when stress hits, money doesn't disappear. It queues, and the queue has rules. Banks settle with central banks first. Large institutions settle before smaller ones. Collateralized claims jump ahead of unsecured ones. Short-term lenders demand payment before long-term dreamers. If there isn't enough liquidity, someone waits. Usually it's the person who thought their money was safe. Let's make this concrete. In normal times, banks lend to each other overnight without thinking. It's routine. Trillions of dollars move daily. But the moment trust cracks, those overnight loans stop. Banks don't want promises. They want certainty. So they rush to the top of the stack. They pull money back from riskier places. They stop extending credit. They hoard reserves, not out of greed, out of survival. And suddenly, companies that were profitable last week can't make payroll, not because they failed, but because they're lower in line. This is the uncomfortable math. The system doesn't ask who deserves money. It asks who has the strongest claim. And strong claims aren't about fairness. They're about structure. This is why headlines sound absurd. Markets crash, but big institutions get emergency funding overnight. Small businesses fill out forms. Workers wait. Governments announce support packages that arrive months later. The machine is doing exactly what it was built to do. Keep the core standing, even if the edges crack. Now here's where hype clashes with reality. People are told money is neutral, that markets are level, that digital systems make everything instant and equal. They don't. Speed amplifies priority. Automation enforces hierarchy. When a shock hits, algorithms pull liquidity faster than humans can react. Risk models shut doors silently. Credit limits shrink without a phone call. The machine doesn't panic. It executes, calmly, ruthlessly. Zoom out, and this explains something unsettling about power. Economic power isn't just about how much money you have. It's about how close you are to the source when money stops flowing. If your claim settles in central bank money, you're insulated. If it settles in promises layered on promises, you're exposed. Most people live their entire financial lives several layers down, assuming the stack will always hold. Most of the time it does, until it doesn't. And when the quiet machine turns on, it doesn't ask for trust, it demands position. So here's the question worth sitting with. In the next real shock, when money queues instead of flows, where exactly are you standing in line?